rid of that.
Oh, I can't hear.
Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why when everything is falling.
I need new glasses.
And all that's left to do is try.
I feel like I can't see very.
Your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know. Closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found.
Unmute the mic. Not too bad, just almost slick there. I forgot, and I don't need these. Oh, wow. You know, it's always just like crazy getting it all done and getting it ready. I feel like there's this huge portion of information that I wanted to talk to you guys about and remember to talk about, but I don't know where it is. I'm getting better about keeping notes, but for some reason I can't find half of what I had. Oh, my ear's ringing. Well, I guess we're just going to go with it. Everything happens perfectly the way it's supposed to happen. Right, guys? Welcome to another Wednesday. This is Happy Thoughts with Claudette. And this hour and a half is for us to feel like we're not alone and that we've got it and people care and there's some good souls out there and we uplift each other, just have some good laughs. You can see me being human and having a human experience while trying to be the very best version of myself possible, because that's what we're here to do, right? Is to encourage each other, I feel like, and we need to set a good example, but also be real as we're setting these examples. So that's why I am quite transparent on this show. And when you meet me, I'm very transparent as well, because I don't think it's healthy to pretend like everything is slick and going 100% right. Hi, Kathy, you made it. I wasn't sure. Bye, honey. Thank you. Yeah, Janice came in today, so she wasn't sure if you were going to be listening. And it looks like Janice is going to be able to listen too, so that's great. Martine made it. Hi, Martine. So wonderful to have you join us tonight. Tonight's a great show. We're going to be doing our, reading all about our zodiac sun signs, and that's always fun. I always get excited when I get to my sign, and the calendar that we use through Llewellyn, they give us days that we want to mark down as good days, and then days that we want to kind of keep in the back of our mind that they're going to be challenging days for us. So make sure you have a pen and paper, because not only are you going to want to write down your good days and your bad days, but you're also going to want to write the special code just in case you happen to be popping into the shop. Because if you give the special shopping code that I give towards the end of the show, all you need to do is quote the phrase that I've written in the, you'll see a ticker going by on the bottom, and you come in with that and you tell me what the secret code is for this week, and you get a special surprise from me. So that's it, right? We just have fun here. We want to just uplift people, especially when you're struggling, that, you know, there is some happy out there, and you're going to get back to that happy place. Oh, Kathy, yes, you're back in White Court. Aw, so, you have your friend watching as well. Wow, well, now, God, I got to perform, don't I? No, this is as good as it gets. So, every show, we pull a card out, and for once, I had the website pulled up, so just bear with me. What do I say? Command C, because I've got an Apple, and I'm in the comments here. I'm putting the address to the poet, the author of the cards that so I know I'm stuttering, going all over the place. I'm adding to the stage here, and I want to do it this way because then you get a really nice view of that card, right? Except look at the comments. Let me see if I can't do that. Oh, and then you get a glare. So I'll leave it right like that. So every week, I don't decide what to call the show. The cards decide what to call the show. And I guess that's a poor choice of words. I let the universe decide what we're going to name our show. We just randomly pull a card out of this deck. And here it is. Doo-doo-doo. Dream Song. It's a beautiful deck, and it actually has like a nice clasp. ANGI SULLINS is the author, and then I'm not as familiar with the artist of this deck, but her artwork is stunning. MARTA ORLOWSKA. Anything that I mention in the show, you can go into the show notes of the YouTube channel. So if you haven't gone there yet, I would love to see you subscribe on Happy Thoughts YouTube channel. And I should try to put a link in there. I might try to do that. So you can go and click over there. There's a chat room there too, and your comments will show up on the main screen. But you can go into the about section in the details of the show, and after the show's over, I stay late and I make sure all the links to everything or anything that you would be interested in that I've talked about in the show, they'll be there for you to go and click on and go and investigate later. So, having said that, a link to find out where to get your deck will be there as well. And of course, I can bring some in too, as my money situation allows me to. So here we go. Let's get the book out. It's so beautiful. The ribbon, the magnet on the side. But let's put that away. And I'm like wondering, where the heck are all my notes? Here we go. So we have decided, the universe has decided to call this show Bring the Exile Home. God, you know, I almost had like a nervous feeling in the pit of my stomach. I'm like, the exile, is that going to be an okay word for like to put on the internet? It's so weird now, right? You have to be careful what kind of words you use. So I wasn't sure what kind of audience that was going to attract, because we're not really into exiles here. But I think it's a really interesting message. I love what this card is showing us. Bring the exile home. I can't help but think of how she's curling up around her house and everything is peaceful. Even the water along the riverbank or the stream, it's calm. It's actually mirroring the image of of her home and the trees. I want to see if I can see the image here because it would be nice for me to look at it too. What number are we at? Oh, 41. And today's our 31st show, and this is the 41st card. So we're into the ones tonight. That is, so let me look here because I want to see the image while we talk. Yes, it's mirrored down into the water. Everything is green. It's like summer. But I like how, for me, I see the birds are flying off into the sky. And I see that things are coming to a close. The moon in this position, to me, it's feeling like we're ending a chapter. And this is interesting because when I was doing a reading with a good friend of mine, her reading was so nice. We both commented on how it was so nice. And it really was concentrating on new beginnings, like things are finally coming to an end. I don't know how it's been for you, but for me, it's been intense. September's been an intense month for me. Well, to be truthful, the last couple months have been, but September especially. And so this card to me is really showing like you're coming home after having been gone a long time and you're going back to your roots. You need to replenish yourself. And we are beginning some new, we're ending some cycles, and we're ready soon to go on to new adventures. But right now, we just need to rest and recover. Let's find out what it actually says. Bring the exile home. There will be times when you are the exile searching for belonging, like the ugly duckling going from place to place in hopes of home. This can be a situational, temporary sting, or a long, drawn-out ache of longing as you seek out your true place. That is like emotionally kind of hard, right? That feeling that you don't belong. I feel for any of you that are struggling right now to find that circle of friends, or, just feeling like you're a part of something, if you're struggling to become a part of something. Yeah, either way, it's incredibly painful to feel homesick for a place you've lost or heartsick for a home you've never had. And I honestly feel like a lot of people are in this place right now. Things that they've lost and things that they've never had or never experienced. This isn't a punishment, nor is it permanent. Your quest for connection is a holy one. Wow, this is a holy one. This ties into, like, I was just listening to, I think his name is Lee Harris, and he was really talking about making a connection to your inner self instead of the outer self. He's really talking about like how you can get external validation or external hugs, or you can feed your soul in many ways externally. And he's saying that right now there's a huge calling for us to go inside, to be taking that quiet time, do the meditation. He's talking about going into that internal self. I need a drink of water and a cough. I'm going to drink some water. I was out of water all day today, so I need water. I apologize for that, guys. Let's hope it's done. And I forgot to put little lozenges in my little cup. Normally I have like little fisherman mints that here just to help me out. So anyways, what I was saying was there's just a sense that now it's time to really go into our own selves and reconnect, get get rooted and anchored in your own self instead of getting external ways to get rooted and feel centered and happy with the world again. Now is the time to apprentice yourself to your lostness, to companion your longing by asking what it wants from you. Oh, this is so important. I think that for a lot of people, they lead very busy lives and they forget to ask themselves what it is that they really want. They've lost touch in what they really want. And if you're feeling sad and you're feeling unfulfilled, I think it's really important. It's a two-part thing. Like, I always encourage people to go and be of service somewhere, go volunteer somewhere. And just that act of giving to others, you will start to replenish your tank and find just hope. And you're going to find love by giving it out. It's kind of a giving and receiving idea, but also it'll help get in touch with what you really want inside and start to listen to yourself. I think we've stopped listening, and we've gotten really good at just kind of brushing it aside when we get those little longings, like that's not important, or this is what I need to get done. And I really want to encourage everyone to just pay more attention to those little subtleties and those little signs. If you have a longing to go for a walk in the park, go for a walk in the park. If you have a longing to feel the rain on your face, go. Nothing is a mistake. There are no wrong turns in life. And the more that we embrace our connection to the earth, to the environment, to spirit, the stronger our connection becomes, and the stronger we start to feel, because we're getting reconnected with ourselves. It says, drop down into the wound of your unbelonging and listen to the melody found there. It's a song that calls you towards true home, where the exile no longer has to fit in, but simply belong. I love that. I am just swirling. So for all of you out there that are listening to that message, I know it's very important for several of you. This is a time to go inside and start to really fill your own tank, learn how to fill your own tank, start doing quiet contemplation. And you can even do that through acts of art, like playing the piano or pulling out your paintbrushes and painting a picture. You need to get out of your head in order to hear that voice again. I know it sounds strange, but lots of magic happens when we are allowing ourselves to just be. And sometimes when we're doing something that we really enjoy and it's art related, that will happen. Like when you're playing music, I know for myself, I will start to drift and my mind just starts to open and expand, and daydreams and thoughts come in. And you always feel better at the end. It's never a regret to sit down and do a little bit of art or play a little bit of music. You always feel better. So that is the card for today. Now, I'm going to tuck this over here. How's everybody doing? The chat room is quiet today. Let's go. Next, I want to mention we have been getting rain. I don't know about you guys if you've been getting rain, but yes, we've been getting rain. It's not raining right now, but it is cooler. Like, it's going to dip down to 2 degrees Celsius, and it's saying like 88% chance of rain. So my wipers are on. And even the last 2 times I've jumped into my vehicle, when I start it, my wipers are still going. So yeah, it's been I don't know, Dave and I were talking, and I think yesterday it did stop raining at some point because there was construction going out in front of our yard, and I don't remember rain then. But there's been a lot of it. And speaking of rain, I'm just going to remove this card here. I want to talk to you guys about something really cool. So I'm just flipping to a different screen so I can see it. So this is called the Earth page on Facebook. And again, I'm going to put the Earth page. I'm just making a note. I'll put a link in the show notes for this. But I just feel like I got to clear my throat again. I might have to check out what gives you like a frog in your throat and what doesn't. So here we go. Let's get into here. This is something very interesting. Have you heard of petrichor? Because I haven't. Petrichor. So this came across my feed and I thought, how fitting. I mean, we're dealing with a lot of rain, but it says, have you ever stepped outside and caught that sweet, earthy scent before the first raindrops fall? That rare fragrance before the rain starts to fall. So I guess this is something that not everybody has the ability to do. Not everybody can smell when it's going to rain. It's called petrichor, and it's the Earth's secret signal of rain. So then they say petrichor comes from natural oils in plants and a compound called geosmin, produced by soil microbes. And when rain hits dry ground, these particles are released into the air, and it creates that unmistakable aroma. Now get this, only 30% of people can detect petrichor before the rain begins. So if you've ever sensed a storm just by smell, you're among a rare group with heightened perception. And I love what they say here. It's more than a scent. It's Earth's timeless whisper, a reminder of renewal, soil, water, and the rhythm of life itself. Isn't that gorgeous? Petrichor. You know what? Here, let me put the term in the notes. Petrichor. Yeah. Which I thought was nice. I smell it. Do you guys, can you smell before it's going to rain? I always do that like Christopher Robin. Tut, tut. It looks like rain. Isn't that the gopher or something? I don't know. It's on Christopher Robin's. Wild thunderstorm in Tumbler Ridge just passed over to... Oh, wow. That's always sobering, hey, Martine, when you hear like the crash and it's just like... I find it like a very stark reminder of how little we are on this planet, and I really enjoy them. They can be like intimidating almost, but I also love them as well. Very cool. So you guys had thunderstorms. I wonder if it's coming this way or if it's going to go over the mountains. Good evening, Heather. This is my happy night. Aw, let me see. This is my happy night of the... Oh, thanks, Heather. It's my happy night, too. I love getting together with all of you. So I put that term in the notes here in our comments. So if you're curious about petrichor, that's pretty cool. And I'll put a link in the show notes to that Facebook page. But I wanted to mention, and it's so funny because... I was just on Facebook. What do they call this? Doom scrolling? I hope to God that's not what I'm doing. I'm really starting to examine when I'm scrolling. But I came across that post a few days ago, and I just think how fitting it is that we've just had nothing but rain. So it's very fitting with the conversation we're having now. It was a massive flash. Oh, yeah. Gosh. Hopefully everybody's in and safe. I forgot to. Yeah, some people really love thunderstorms. Like, they live for that. I'm just opening up here to get my incense going. Gotta get those good vibes. Tonight I'm going to be doing my spiritual guide. I love spiritual guide. This is a larger package. They don't always look this big. There's a smaller hex version 1 of this. So I'm just going to tuck that there. And why don't we just get this other camera going? Because I can probably turn it a little bit and you can see what I'm going to do. I got to get up though because I forgot to bring my incense burner. Or I decided I'm going to leave it where it is, but I want to light this and put it in my burner back here. Let's hope it, there. I changed things up a little bit. I just feel like it'll be nicer behind me, that incense. I don't want it going into my face. I mean, got to be careful a little bit, right? So here we go. It was the oh my gosh. So these are the days where you don't turn on any lights and you kind of just, you're sitting there looking outside. Here we go. So I guess we're just going to dive in, guys, because after that is a bunch of other things we want to talk about. But we are up to the zodiac signs and it's 8 o'clock. I did have something fun I wanted to do. Let's just before we do the cards. Okay. I'm going to grab this candle. Actually, I might leave the screen the way it is. Here we go. Let's move this over to here. Okay, I saw this thing on I don't know, I guess a reel. God, maybe I am watching too much internet. Okay, there's this thing where if you snub out your candle and then with that wisp of smoke, you should be able to light up the smoke and it'll come back on, like it'll light the flame back. I want to try it, okay? But David said, Claudette, you need to do it quickly. So I'm going to try. So here we go, guys. We're going to snub out the can. Dave says I could just do this. I would probably snub it out. Oh, it's done. Oh, I think I was too slow. Okay. Maybe I gotta light the match first. I'm gonna light the match first. My gosh, I'm so not ready for this. I even got rid of my little... Let me get my little tray here. I didn't want to do it ahead of time and be all polished because then that's not real. I wanted us to learn how to do this together. Okay, so I'm gonna light the match. Okay, I'm gonna stub this out. It's not. Oh, it did. It did. Oh, that's cool. I hope you saw that. Wow, that was fun. I felt it like it went like this. Very cool. Gosh, the only thing I ever remember with with candles was like doing this and doing that, and I thought I was being super brave and playing with fire. It was a massive flash. All right, so we're all caught up. Let's go. Let's find out about our zodiac signs. I'm going to grab the Llewellyn calendar. And I'm just going to remove that screen so it's bigger for everyone. The astrological calendar. Every year they put one out. So the new one should be actually coming out now. I've got a few in the shopping cart to bring to the store. I love the visuals. Like, this is the back, so you can kind of see, like, the artwork is just gorgeous. And there's a lot of information. I'm just going to scoot this over. I don't need my keyboard right now, so I'm just going to make more room for myself here because we've got a lot of reading to do now, and this is a big calendar. So let's go to October. Oh, she's gorgeous. There's a lot of fox stuff happening, hey? For me, I see a lot of owls, but like I'm seeing a lot of fox art. I'm peeking over because I want to see it too. Wow. Very beautiful. So that's the artwork for October. And we're going to start diving in and finding out everybody's astrology signs, what to look for. So I hope you have your pen and your paper and you're ready to go. We're going to start with Aries. Aries, it's time to take an objective look at how your year is going so far. Oh, you're doing a year of review. Setting realistic goals will pay off. Make adjustments where necessary, and don't be afraid to throw out the old to make way for the new. Oh, that's so fitting. Today, I just said that. Out with the old, in with the new. I was moving things around in the shop, and that very saying came to me. So Aries, like I was saying earlier, there's never a wrong turn. Everything that you decide to do is exactly what you should be doing. It's all based on where you are and what best suits you. So even things to you that might have looked like a mistake or a misstep, when you look back, you will have, you'll see the reasons for why things played out the way they did, and that it wasn't a mistake and it wasn't a misstep. So it looks like you've got some regrouping to do, Aries. Your favorable days are the 14th, the 15th, and the 16th. So you've got a lucky streak of 3. And you've got some demanding days, which would have been today. So for any Aries out there, it's almost over. And now you're with Happy Thoughts with Claudette. So this is going to be good. The 27th and the 28th are your other demanding days. I think that these are the days when I would suggest that you're not looking at your progress and feeling discouraged. These are the days where you're not going to be able to have that, come on, girl, you got this. Look how far you've come already. So just be prepared that there are going to be some rougher days. Maybe those are the days you just want to treat yourself to a pedicure or a nice massage. Book it so that you're going to have that hug and that encouragement. That's what I would do with my challenging days if I were Aries. So there you go. Next, we have Taurus. My sister Rachel is Taurus. You're finding a new rhythm in your routine. You may feel a push and pull vibe, an urge to take action versus staying where you are. Embrace a challenge. It's your chance to find harmony between moving forward and standing your ground. Wow. Reading this is just back and forth, and a lot of like angst and wondering, am I doing the right thing? Should I go ahead and do this? I want to do it. And 1 minute you're like, no, I won't. And then the next, yeah, I want to do this. I'm going to do this. Yikes. So your good days are the 17th and the 18th, Taurus. So those will be days where you're going to have firm clarity of what it is that you need to do and what direction you're moving into. But I would also mark that tomorrow and the 3rd, the 2nd and the 3rd, and the 29th and the 30th, those are going to be days where you're really going to feel like things are not in balance. This is what I want. This is the vision I'm working towards. And somehow I feel like none of it makes sense. So just be prepared. You've got like 4 days where you're really going to be struggling this month with just trying to make decisions. So if you do have some big decisions to make and they're already looming above your head, I would suggest, Taurus, that you make those decisions on the 17th and the 18th. That's the days when you're going to be the most focused and have the most clarity. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Trent Jackie Rample. I appreciate you guys being here. We're going to get to Pisces. Oh my God, you got to be patient. Pisces is the last sign. Okay, so we've done Taurus. Gemini. Here we go, Gemini. Balancing productivity with socializing might be tricky this month. You could feel like every time you try to take action, it doesn't go as planned. Don't let it paralyze you. You can always adjust your course while you're moving forward. It's this month, it seems to be a theme about not feeling like confident in the direction you're headed. Oh, it's Jackie. I'm glad. Okay. So, Gemini, it sounds like you're having trouble balancing. And there's going to be times when you're just like, I just kind of get this feeling like there's something that you're wanting the public to perceive you as, and you're struggling to get bring that image to life. And so I just want to prepare you that the 19th and the 20th, those are going to be your best days to do that presentation or put on social media a short video of yourself creating that video even. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. Excuse me, Gemini. I feel like you're going to be feeling like torn in between, like you're not happy and feeling confident going forward, and how it looks like to you. You're not satisfied with the end product. So embrace those days, the 19th and 20th. Your challenging days, the 4th and the 5th, so that's coming right up for you. Those are days where you're not going to want to post on social media. You're not going to want to make that phone call to that person that you're looking to partner up with. And then the 31st, the last day of the month. So just mark those down, be aware of them, and you're going to do fine. It's a lot, right? And I also want to give you just real great encouragement, Gemini. Be authentically yourself. Let everybody say whatever they want to say about you. We love authenticity. I love authenticity. When I see people that are unique and themselves, you always can tell who they are. They're not worried about how they look. They wear what they want. And I just think that's so beautiful, because that's a sign someone's living in, and they're living in their true authentic self. And it gives other people courage to do the same. All right, Cancer, this is the next sign. You likely feel a strong pull to confide in someone. Oh, let's see what they say. Sometimes the best way to process emotions is to share them out loud. I am that person. I am that person. Hey, Crystal, you made it. I hear you guys have quite a storm out there. Yikes, Martine was saying. And B's in the house. Hello, hello. Cancer, I feel you. This should be written about me. I feel like I need to talk about it. It's difficult for me if I can't talk about something with somebody really close to me, especially if I've just been through something really emotional. I seem to process better when I talk out loud. I don't know. That's how I am. I will catch myself as I'm talking to someone, finding the answers or whatever else that I need, like comfort, just by expressing myself. Pick a trusted person to share with and do what you have to do to get in touch with what's holding you back. Oh. So in your case, how we were talking about going inside and getting reconnected with yourself, it sounds like you are really looking to get external validation with somebody else about what your next steps are going to be. Universe looking out for you. Yeah, they are, B. Yeah. So for you, I think that there is some sage advice coming your way, Cancer. And these days for you that are favorable are the 21st, the 22nd, and the 23rd. These are going to be the days that whoever it is that you're looking to share and confide with, those will be the most receptive days for you. The demanding days for you are the 6th and the 7th. So I would not make those the days that you want to share what's going on inside. And I'm also getting for you, if you're working on something really like a project and you're excited about it, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself, especially on the 6th and the 7th. But on the 21st, the 22nd, and 23rd, someone, it'll just be favorable for you to be sharing that information with them. And you'll get what you need, that encouragement, that almost mentorship that you're looking for, the insight for your next step. Okay, Leo, this is for David. My husband is a Leo, the lion. I keep wanting to take a drink. Okay, let's see. Although you're not feeling like hiding, Leo, you're also not looking for an audience. Oh, that's David to a T. Hang out in one-on-one situations and reconnect with precious friends and allies. Intimate connections don't require you to be on and can still fuel your social fire. So what I get out of that is, oftentimes introverts, the idea of going to do something socially, even the idea of it is overwhelming. And we're like, oh, it's going to be so much work. I'm going to have to, keep it keyed up to here, make sure, I'm keeping conversation going. And it's, for some people, it can be very overwhelming, the idea of socializing. I know, right, David? David's saying that's me. Boys fishing trip. That sounds about right. Yeah, that would be more Dave's style right there. You nailed it. So I'm going to say, Leo, you've got good days. The 24th, the 25th, and the 26th. Oh my gosh. You know what I just realized? Okay, so your favorable days, mark them down, 24th, 25th, and 26th. Those are going to be actually good days for socializing. Unfortunately, the 8th and the 9th are going to be a little bit rough for you. And isn't that funny? Because October 8th, we're going to go to see Teresa Caputo, and we're going to have a vehicle full of people that are coming up for it. It's funny because I mentioned on the show that I'm going to Teresa Caputo, and then people were coming into the store, listeners, and saying, hey, I'd like to go, but I don't know about driving. And next thing you know, every seat in our vehicle now has got a passenger in it, and we're all going to sit in a row, and I never orchestrated any of it. So it's kind of funny. And I feel like that is something David would be like, I'm going to have fun, because in the end I do have fun, but just the idea of the logistics of getting everybody in the vehicle, I can already tell. So yeah, it's going to be a little demanding for you, honey. We're just going to relax. We're going to have fun, okay? So Virgo, it's a great time to set a new fitness goal. Oh man. Okay, I'm not going to taint your fitness goal. Tomorrow I go for my first fitness day in a long time. I actually did not go at all last month, and this is like making me think I'm going to see Danielle tomorrow for my first workout in a long time. Virgo, find something that gets your blood pumping while being creative and mentally stimulating. Try a few things, especially if they're new to you. You only need to stick to the one that feeds your joy. Oh, I love that. I'm always saying that. Even though you make a decision about something, it doesn't mean that that is it and you're stuck with that decision. You can change your mind as many fucking times as you want. Let's look. How many times have I changed my mind about the store and what's going to happen to it? Me. I excited. Hope I didn't miss Pisces. No, you're the second Pisces, Kathy, to comment, and you're the last sign, so you haven't missed anything. But here we are. We're talking about Virgo, and I want to just say, don't be scared or intimidated or feel like I'm going to get lumped in and I won't be able to, it's a commitment if I decide I'm going to go to this class. It's not a commitment. So what? You go to the class, you don't like it, you don't like it. Now you know. I always say knowledge is power, and right now you know nothing. So go and explore. It's a good month for you to go and try to get a nice healthy regime, like a routine built up for you. This is the time for you to go, Virgo, and get that done. So I'm excited for you. You have good days. Today was apparently a good day. Maybe you felt a spring in your step. The 27th and the 28th. I feel like those are the days where you're really going to hone in what it is that does make your heart sing and feeds your joy. And you're going to be like, this is how I like to exercise. I had no idea, and I want to do it this way. And I'm so excited for my future. So good for you, Virgo. Hang in there, explore until that door opens to the right class that you like. Demanding days are the 10th and the 11th, so do not give up. The 10th and 11th, mark them down. Just know you might get a little setback. Maybe you're going to go buy those chips and say, that was a horrible class. I was red as a tomato. I didn't enjoy it. I looked terrible. I didn't keep up to everyone. I wish we would stop caring so much about what people think. Yeah, they're going to think whatever they want to think. They are. There's nothing we can do about it. We can't control what they think. That's the let them theory with Mel Robbins. And okay, I'm going to just scoot for just a quick minute because I had a little gift left in my mailbox. Here we go. For any of you who are wondering, I've got this mailbox. 2 of them outside the exit door of my store. At the front, we have an entry door and an exit door. And I'm always asking for Dear Claudette letters. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But oftentimes, people are leaving me little gifts. And I've recently discovered Mel Robbins. Let them. And my heart melted because look what was in my mailbox. This keychain. And it says, let them. I think if I do it this way, you can see it with a heart. Thank you. I do feel like that was a game changer for me. I've recommended it to many people. And I got a funny story. One of our listeners, she's like, Claudette, I was thinking about that book and it looked familiar to me. And would you not know this? It was sitting on her like little table beside the chair she sits at in the living room, underneath some other things. She literally just saw the spine of the book and thought, that looks like what Claudette was talking about, pulled it out, and she'd already bought in the book. She just hadn't read it. So she's going to be reading it, and I'm excited for her. There is just so much golden information in there. We all know it. We all say it, but do we do it? Do we do it? And I don't know, it clicked for me. Let them, and then I'm going to let me do what I need to do, right? So I love this, and thank you. I just had a little sidebar. That was such a cute little keychain with a heart. And then there's a heart on the envelope and little stickers. And thank you for don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle, because I did let people dull my sparkle, but not anymore. Not anymore. Okay, so here we go. We're done with Virgo. You're going to be all about fitness. I listened on audiobooks, but now I've ordered the book. I think I want to order the book too, because I'm one of these people. If I really like a book, then I buy it, and it just goes on my bookshelf, and I want to be able to put notes in it and stuff. So, and I think it's one of those books that you could reread several times, to be truthful. So here we go, Libra. Happy birthday to you. You're best served by creating a detailed plan for the year ahead. Your charm is at a peak, so use it to your advantage in negotiations and networking. It's time to look inward and decide what you really want. Wow, it sounds like you are on a journey of new beginnings. It's like a fresh new chapter of your life, Libra. That's the feeling I'm getting from this. You've got lots of favorable days on your birthday month. The 2nd, so tomorrow, and the day after, the 3rd, and then the 29th and the 30th. It sounds like you do have to go out there to get what you want, okay? But they are encouraging you to do it. They're saying you're extremely charming right now. You're very persuasive. And I think that you'll be able to put a really good, like, how do we call that? I'm losing the word, but like, you're going to be able to give a very good position as to why you're a great candidate for that next thing that you're aspiring for. So whomever you need to speak to, Libra, I would encourage you to make sure those days are on the tomorrow or the 3rd, the 29th, 30th. Maybe there's something you've already been working on and you've really been in your mind working out what they would say, what you're going to say. You've got all the facts. You're ready to go. If you do feel like that, you're going to be really well received. And I think you're going to see some new beginnings happening for you as a result. So good for you. Watch out on the 12th and the 13th. Those are going to be your more challenging days where your charm might not be quite as polished. And I would just avoid asking for any favors or asking for any advice is what I'm getting. Moving on to Scorpio. You're feeling empowered and have an excess of energy. Channel this boost into what you're passionate about and watch magic happen. Oh, I'm jealous. I have energy, but I know what it feels like to have so much energy. You're so focused and like you're getting up way early just to because you got so much to do and you've got so much energy to do it. So good for you, Scorpio. And watch the magic happen. Amazing. You have a sharper eye for detail than usual and making it an excellent time for fine-tuning your plans and projects. Well, it sounds like you have the eye of the eagle. This is exactly how I see it when I talk about the benefits of having a tiger eye in your life. So I'm going to say to you, you've got the 4th, the 5th, and the 31st to really go get them. Those are going to be days you're just going to be on fire. You're going to be ticking off all those boxes with check marks, all the things that you need to get done. And you're also going to be like surprising yourself that you're finding things about the projects you're doing that you had never even appreciated. So it's going to be a very like fun time of discovery for you and productivity. I'm very happy for you. You've got some days where you're going to be a little bit challenged, the 14th, the 15th, and the 16th. So just keep those days in mind. And I would say concentrate on all of the other good things that are happening and you're accomplishing. Just because you have 3 days where maybe it'll be a little bit of a slug and harder to get through things, it's gonna pass, baby, and you're gonna be right back full of energy getting things done. Remember, nothing is ever happening that shouldn't be happening. So embrace that there's a delay, embrace that things are a little bit slower because there are other ripples to that action way down the line that obviously still need a little time. Here we go, Sagittarius. This is me. Precision in your pursuits can lead to some serious progress, so don't gloss over the details. Oh, you don't have to tell me. I am like detail orientated. Like it's got to be brutally frustrating for people who are very close to me and want to get things done. If you knew what I'm doing to value the store right now, I don't know if anyone has done it like quite as in depth as I have. But it is who I am. I have to do it that way. I have to have all the details and then I feel ready. So you're also primed for some important relationship building. Oh, I like that. use your natural candor to foster connections and let your actions speak louder than your words. Man, actions speak louder than your words. Right now I'm struggling because I told so many people I will have a value for the store this week. I'm not even close. I thought I was going to get all this stuff done this weekend, and I did not. I needed a day of rest, and then I cooked a fabulous dinner. We had meatloaf. Oh my God, I don't even know the last time we had meatloaf. We all enjoyed it. Mashed potatoes from, I don't know if it's the Mennonite or the Hutterites, but we had like a bag of potatoes and carrots. It was so good. I just had a little bit left over in a Tupperware tonight, and oh my God, I love homemade food. That's one of my love languages. I don't know about you guys, but I love homemade food. So our favorable days, Sagittarius, are the 6th and the 7th. So I think that's when we're going to see the most progress, and that's coming up. I'm going to have to work really hard to making sure I capitalize on those days. The demanding days are going to be the 17th and the 18th. So yay for me. David's going to have a bit of a challenge on the 8th when we go to Teresa Caputo, but those days are not on my list, so I'm feeling pretty optimistic about Teresa Caputo. The 17th and the 18th are going to be my days where I'm really going to feel, and for all you other Sagittariuses out there, I'm not making enough progress. But we just have to sit and know we're always doing our best, and everything is happening exactly the way it needs to happen for everybody involved. I just love saying that. I love how it comes out of my mouth differently when I say it each time, but it still means the same thing. And it's so good to remind ourselves, right? Kathy Baird, yes. Maybe she's going to pick Dave. Oh my God, Jeremy. What if? Oh, if David's listening, and he could. He loves his grandpa. There's a few people that have passed away that are exceptionally special to David. Oh, the only thing is if David were to get picked and singled out, he would probably never go to another show with me. So then, Jeremy, you're going to be my date after that, you and Christopher. All right, moving on. How are we doing? 8:30. We're doing good. I've got a few surprises still, so I want to get through these. Capricorn, you are next. Patience is your superpower as you navigate a period of reflection and restructuring. Embrace the meticulous vibes at work and let harmony guide your social interactions. It's time for careful planning and building relationships that support your long-term vision. Wow, you're very deep this month, Capricorn. You've got stuff going on. I love that you're going to be having these deep connections with people. And it sounds like you're going to be like really solidifying and intensifying some of your work relationships, your partnerships. So good for you. That's always such a great feeling when you feel like you've reached a new level with a friend or a coworker where like you feel a little bit even more safer with them. Like you've just kicked it up a notch. I don't know how to explain it, but you just have these moments where you have an experience together and it just kind of solidifies your friendship even deeper. And I feel like Capricorn, that's what you're going to experience. You've got good days on the 8th and the 9th. So if you're going to Teresa Caputo, good. You're going to have a great day. And then demanding are the 19th and the 20th. So just watch out for those days. I feel like those are the days where I'm really swirling. So there are some people that you are meant to have a deeper relationship with, but on these days, the 19th and 20th, make a special note in your notes, because I'd love to, I love feedback. People do give me feedback on these, so let me know. But I feel like for you, Capricorn, that you might end up picking someone to confide in or to really have a deeper relationship with that's not really for your best. So if you're feeling that on the 19th and 20th, I hope that you have them and you remember, not I hope, you will remember, 19th and 20th. And those will be days where the person that you're attracted to, I think it needs a little deeper look. Why is this someone that I need to talk to or I want to talk to? Is it that you're looking to impress them or validate yourself? Because I feel like it's not going to be a mutual relationship where you're both building each other up. Oh, David did hear your comment. Jeremy says he's going to be hiding behind you. I have to laugh because I can't help but remember our Jenny experience when we were all there, and poor Jeremy and Christopher, they got pointed to and had to answer questions at a live show, and that was just hilarious. So yeah, Jeremy's like, no, nobody hides behind me. I'm not going to be the center of attention again. Now we've got 2 more signs. Pisces, you've been so patient, and Aquarius. So coming up is Aquarius. This is a period of strategic thinking and social finesse. Aquarius, your innovative spirit is fine-tuning some big ideas, and doors are opening for professional collaboration. Stay open to others' input, as partnerships formed now could play a pivotal role in future successes. Wow, good for you, Aquarius. That sounds amazing. It sounds like you're going to be making some business connections. The 10th and the 11th are favorable for you, and that is such sage advice. Any of us could take that advice. Listen, when you're in a room and you are doing like collective brainstorming, I think it's super important to give everybody that time and the space and really listen to them. So many times I have thought in my, sometimes you think you prejudge someone, you've been around them so long, I know what that person's going to say. And yet sometimes they really surprise you when you do pay attention. So if there is just a little bit of a look out, Aquarius, I would say on the 21st, the 22nd, 23rd, if you find yourself in such a situation where there are several of you talking and everybody has to bring something to the table, listen to those other people, because you're going to be surprised by what you hear, and it's going to be very helpful for you as you move in your career and further all of your causes. Maybe it's a nonprofit organization, but they're going to have something to say that's going to make your head turn, and you're going to be shocked that came out of that person's mouth. And it's just a reminder not to get too big for your britches, and to know that everybody has value and everybody has something to bring to the table. Collaborations are fantastic. And finally, Pisces. Here we go, Kathy, and here we go, Jackie. You could find yourself presented with several opportunities. Your vision and intuition are at full strength. I don't doubt it for a minute. And you're likely to see growth in personal relationships. It's time to dream big, trust your gut, and nurture your closest connections. Oh, what do you think, Kathy? OMG. I do think it's time to dream big. And Jackie, I think you guys, your good days are the 12th and the 13th. Mark those down. The 12th and the 13th. You're going to be shown something. You're going to be presented with an opportunity, something really out of the box. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I want to go for it. And I'm telling you, go for it. Dream big and do it. No regrets. There aren't any wrong turns, right? There aren't any wrong decisions, except not living your life full. So I want you to go live a full life and go have those experiences. Go make mistakes, because they're not mistakes. There's always so much information in our mistakes. And also we get exposed to all kinds of new information and new experience. Makes us stronger, makes us more rooted, makes us more assured. Like, heck, you can weather anything. It makes you stronger to try something else as well that maybe you're intimidated about. So yeah, Pisces, you've got some demanding days, of course, just like the rest of us. The 24th, the 25th, and the 26th. So 3 days in a row. I definitely feel like you're going to feel like there's like a disconnect with certain people. You're really going to feel that on the 23rd, the 24th, the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th. Those are going to be days where you're going to be made aware of the people you're not connected to that you wish you were connected to. But you know what? We're not meant to be connected to everybody in that same way. I want you to think on those days of the wonderful people that you're grateful for that are in your life and really capitalize on that. So when those little bad thoughts come in your head and say, why don't they like me and why wasn't I invited to that? I want you to pick up the phone and call that person that does love you and wants you at their table every single night. So just remember, change those thoughts into positive thoughts. And what else would Mel Robbins say? Let them and let me. 12 and 13. I have to dream big and live my life. Yes, you do, Kathy. You've got so much life to live. Maybe my auntie tell me about a house. Maybe. I did hear a little bit about that. All right, guys. So that was our sun signs for this month. I hope you enjoyed it. And what we do going forward for all the other Wednesdays for October, I will review in the calendar and remind you for the next upcoming week if you have any days that you need to look out for. So it's not like it's only this show. I will remind you, although I do have to let you know, as you're well aware, because I keep talking about it, we are going to be going to Grand Prairie on Wednesday evening to take part in the Teresa Caputo show at the Bonnet Hall. So there won't be a show next Wednesday, but I promise you we'll be coming back with all kinds of stories. And I have some plans. And I'm hoping they'll come to fruition and I'll have something super exciting to make up for a Wednesday that I'm not here and we can't get together. Yeah, let's retire together. Let's all retire together, right? Claiming that. That would be amazing. I know, you're talking about your auntie. That would be amazing. So let's see what else we got, because I got lots. And like I said, let me know about anything that happens. I love having people come into the shop or they send me a quick little message on Facebook. I'm very accessible. It's just me. It's just me who reads my store page. It's only me who reads Happy Thoughts or my personal Claudette Huber page. So if you message me, you're talking to me. There's nobody who's reading it and then giving me the message. And I'm terrible with emails. So if you email me, don't feel bad if you have to say, Claudette, I sent you an email. Oh my God, it's my boy. I'm crushing it. Hey, Matthew, September 20. What was yours? You know what? I do this and then I forget. This is my boy, guys, Matt Huber. Okay, October. Let me see. What's September 20? September 20. Well, you were just last month then. That's right. So you're a Virgo. Let me see. Now I'm being nosy. I want to know what's going on. Oh my God, you got the fitness. Oh. Hey, that's interesting because you are so fit right now, Matthew. You've been inspiring me and you're inspiring Ben. I just love so much how you live your life, Matthew. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And I guess, you know what? I feel like you're going to be trying on something new in your fitness. That's cool beans. Don't be shy. Go do it. Shifting Realities is saying, Claudette, we should plan a witches market for Halloween. I would say yes, except there's already one kind of plan. It's a spiritual market. So I'm assuming Yvonne with the House of Healing is already, because it's like October 28 or something. I've got it later. I'll give the specific times for that. Somewhere written down here on my papers. So Shifting Realities, we'll just have to see what the future holds, but I don't want to step on any toes, and Yvonne Hussey is doing one, and stay tuned because I'll talk about it a little bit later, and she would love to have more vendors. So if you want to do something, but I am open for collabing on all kinds of stuff, so you just reach out and we can do something. Aw, he's proud of me too, my boy. Okay, so let's move on to birthdays because we always like to do that. Now, it's so weird. There's no birthdays for the 1st of October. Anyway, my friend list. Isn't that interesting? I bet you there's a deeper meaning to that. For that, I have no friends for the 1st. Because it's so odd, right? Almost every day. I guess for me, because I have a large friend list on my personal page from traveling and stuff, and I just find it so odd that I don't even have one friend listed on the 1st for a birthday. On the 2nd, though, for all you local people in Dawson Creek, make sure tomorrow that you wish Destiny Lepêtre a happy birthday. I know she would appreciate it. She's such a bright soul. I think she's, you know what? I don't want to speak for her, but I believe you might be able to find her at the college if she's still affiliated with the college. I know last year she was very much busy with the college. So all of you out there who know her, make sure that you Facebook message her. Oh, B, your brother's birthday. He's 63 today. What's his name? Let's wish him a happy birthday. 63 years old. That's worth celebrating. I hope there's birthday cake involved. So happy birthday to, and I'm going to write it down here. I'm going to write, so I know B's brother. And then next year, we're going to remember to mention him. B's brother, 63 years old today. Gaynor. All right. Gaynor, happy birthday. And I hope that this year for 63 is one for the books. Lots of amazing things, new experiences, and a renewed vitality for life. Because 63, heck, there's a whole lot more of life to live. So go out there and get it. Happy birthday, Gaynor. We've also got this wonderful, tomorrow, a wonderful artist, Ebenezer Galuso. Now, I didn't have time to pull up examples of what they do for art, but I'm probably butchering this, and my heart's in the right place. Yeah, I believe I saw on his profile that he identifies as he. So Ebenezer is a very talented artist. At one time when I very first opened the store, I had this great big vision because I always dream big. I'm always trying to make it most amazing I can. As anyone who's gone to the expo can say, I always put on a good party, don't I? I'm still paying for that party, by the way. But he does photos. And what he does is like he does them in black and white. Now, I don't know if he still does this, but this is what I wanted. Back then, he did this. You would go into his studio, and he traveled as well. So it didn't necessarily have to be his studio. But he would take your photo, and then it was like he had like silver pens, and I don't know. I'm not a digital artist, but he would take your photo and then just start scrolling and drawing things on your photo, and then you turned into like something just incredibly magical. And I wanted one so bad. He was just in Seattle, like he's not far at all. Ebenezer Galuzzo, artist for sure. I saw that he's been working on quilting right now, so that's the life of an artist, right? You go and you explore and you learn new skills, and that's definitely that person's. So I want to wish you a happy birthday. I admire you from a distance. You're an incredibly courageous person, Ebenezer, and I am honored that our paths have crossed, even if it is over social media. Also, on the 3rd is Miguel Romero. Now, Miguel and I met in Minneapolis, and he's a big guy. I want to wish him a happy birthday. He's Mexican, and what I love about him is I was so shocked at how big he is. Now, bear in mind, I'm 5'1", so I'm pretty short. But I remember the first time I saw him, because we knew each other on social media, because we were both very, very much into into the UFOs and I don't know, UFOs just sounds so like corny now, but that's the term I like. They're unidentified flying objects, and then the beings that are part of those, because something is building them, something is driving them. What the words are, I might not have correct, but that's been my like true calling in life. My big, like that and hypnotherapy. Those are my two big ones. If you want to talk, like have a deep conversation, you've got me at Alien. You got me at UFO. We're going to have a deep conversation. You want to talk about past lives and hypnotherapy? You have me. I'm going to be deep in conversation with you. And Miguel Romero, I don't know how tall he is. David might be able to say he was extremely tall, and he made me think of those. You remember the movie Nacho Libre? It's terrible, but like a great big Mexican wrestler. Like I think he even had a mask at one point when we were doing a social. When we attend these UFO like events, or like alternative archaeology events, and where there's lectures and whatnot, they're so much fun to attend, because they often will take over the foyer, because everybody there is living authentically. Everybody there, I mean, if you're into UFOs and alternative universes, you're pretty much already like saying, let them and let me. So when we all get together, it is so much fucking fun. There's music, guitars come out, people are singing, we take over the bar, and you just mingle, and you just have these incredibly invigorating conversations. And so anyway, Miguel Romero, he's my Mexican wrestler, and a great champion to have in your corner. He's a gentle soul, but he also has like honorable viewpoints and ways of looking at life. And I always love to read your comments, Miguel. And I'm proud to call you a friend. Also, very sad. Very sad. It came across today as I was getting ready. Have you guys heard about Jane Goodall? Oh my goodness. I don't know. I always had such an affinity. Like, I was very attached to Jane Goodall. She fascinated me. I think for me, what fascinated me the most about her was that she was a woman. And what she accomplished, she traveled, she became a scientist, and what she did is she lived her life, and she lived it according to her rules, and extremely so, right? Like, I know that she even had some harrowing experiences living on her own, as she did, and studying the chimpanzees. So Jane Goodall passed away today at the age of 91. Conservationist. Conservationist. I don't know why my brain just wouldn't want to say it. And chimpanzee researcher. She died of natural causes. Oh, so she's died while on a tour in the U.S. Oh. So anyway, I will post a link to the CBC news article if anyone's interested in reading it, but I'm sure there's so much out there that you can read on and to learn more about Jane Goodall. So Jane Goodall, I salute you. I know that you have been such a mentor to many. You've been such a pillar in the community to so many women and men, and life well lived. That's an authentic life right there. So there we go. Jane Goodall. So we've done our birthdays. And what do I have next here? Okay. I want to talk about all the things that are coming up. I'm just going to cross out because we always like to do current events, don't we? OMG. Well, I guess Blake isn't here to tell me. Oh, I forgot to play the birthday song. Oh, we didn't get the birthday song while I did the birthdays this week. Okay, well, next week we'll play the birthday songs because that's kind of fun. It makes it feel all grand, right? All right, what do we got here coming up? So, October 8th, I'll be in Grand Prairie. I will miss you, but we'll be back that following week, and then I plan on having some surprises for you. And before I forget, because I've been forgetting literally twice this week, when I go to my front door, I have to key in my code to get in the house. Gone. Normally the trick is I'll go back down my steps and come back up and I can do it. No, this last week, twice, I'm staring at that keypad. I kind of have the numbers, but they're not right. And I literally had to call my husband. And then luckily my son called picked up the phone the second time. I couldn't get in the house. Nope. I couldn't remember the code. God, I hope that's not a sign of something. I feel like intuitively, it's that I have a lot on my mind, a lot of like stress related regarding the store and just a lot. And I'm hoping that it's just my brain saying something's got to give. We're not going to remember the code for a while, Claudette. You've got bigger things you're stored up in your brain. So Teresa Caputo, tickets are still available. And I even saw that prices have been lowered. So if you want to go do something fun on the 8th in Grand Prairie, it's Bonnet Energy Arena at the Bonnets Energy Center. And you can get your tickets at eventticketcenter.com. Oh, hang on a minute. And I've also, like I said before, links will be in the show notes and you can just click there and go find your tickets. What do we got here? There we go. This is the Yvonne event for Shifting Realities. So this is the fair that I was talking about. It's called Spirit and Soul Awakening Metaphysical Fair. It's October 24th and the 25th at the George Dawson Inn. And again, there's information in our show notes. And it's Yvonne Hussey from the Healing Hub putting it on. We had her on a few weeks ago. So feel free to go to the YouTube channel and you can look through to find the show that Yvonne's on and you can learn all about that show. November 3rd and 9th, online, there's a Global Psychedelic Week. And the reason why I'm sharing it, because I'm psychedelics, I'm a little chicken shit about. It is on my niece, Victoria Wishner, and her partner, Joel Briere, who are the co-founders and CEOs of Five, and they are going to be speakers at this Global Psychedelic Week forum. So for anybody interested in that, because it's just because I'm scared of it or I'm avoiding it right now doesn't mean that it's a bad thing, right? Everybody, there are many paths is what I say. So all the power to everybody. Love and acceptance. And I love hearing the stories. I love connecting with my niece whenever I can to hear all about her experiences and her knowledge. More the merrier. So what else we got? And also, oh my gosh, this is coming up, guys. So October 3rd and the 5th, that's that Salem, Massachusetts, called the Spectral Evidence Festival of the Dead. So links will be in the show notes for that. That's an online event taking place from Salem, Massachusetts. It's very witchy, people. So if that's your jam, and even if it isn't and you're curious, you're going to have the opportunity to listen to some people that are slotted to speak at this that are probably not going to be doing many more public appearances, in my opinion. Like, I feel like the one Lori Abbott, like, there's just embrace the opportunity to go and have a listen with her. The tickets would be worth it just to listen to her, I believe. Just throwing in my little tidbit. Also, oh yes, Wholehearted Wellness Summit. That was last week's show when we had Rebecca on. So that's coming up. Make sure you go and find out and get yourself signed up. Their Wholehearted Wellness Summit that's being put on by and organized by Dr. Sally Nazary. It's really about people that are struggling to deal with stress or feeling life is overwhelming. There's a lot of that going on. So it's a really neat show. She was explaining how it's all online. So again, you're not having to go anywhere, but they're going to expose you to many different modalities and many different ways to manage stress. So super interesting. Also, I can't remember if I mentioned this in the last show. Honeywell Homestead made an announcement online that she is joining Soul Comforts Bodywork and Shop. That's now like a collective. This is becoming a theme, hasn't it? This is very interesting. It seems to be a new trend. We've got Farm Fresh Market. That's kind of like a collective. It's all different little businesses all together. And we've also got another announcement with, I think it's collective again or something like that. Like with Jeremy's partner, Will, they're doing an adventure with Crystal Dragon Soul Energies. I always have to think before I say, because there's so many different words there. But they're going together in business, and they're going to be selling crystals, and there's going to be services there. I don't know all the ins and outs, but they are going to be launching on the 28th, and I only know that because Will popped in today. So, and I asked him, and he said the 28th, the 31st. 28th is my favorite day. 31st, he's doing it right on Halloween, so that'll be super cool. And I have a feeling it's going to be a very like witchy kind of edge to it. So look out for more details on that, and hopefully we can get more information that we can share with you all. So, and this is all on my street. So on 10th Street, I call it my street. The Farm Fresh Market is in the old North Fitness building. True North Fitness. It used to be like, what was it, Zellers? The big building with the basement down below, that big building. Yeah. So it's very interesting how there's all these collaborations, and I feel like it's kind of a new movement, right? Supporting local farmers, local artisans, and creating these really cool little hubs. So I'm excited because Farm Fresh Market is going to have their very first day in their new location on this Thursday. So that's tomorrow from 3 to 7. So right across from me, there's going to be all kinds of fun shopping happening. And I saw smoked brisket. OMG. David's eyes lit up. Brisket? Did you say brisket? I don't know what this is. I'm just going to go like here and remove Africa 3961. We don't need to know about Israel. We're not a political show here. So We are just going to leave that as it is. And also, something interesting, guys, on November 11th, for anyone who loves going out for drives, Rolla is going to be on Remembrance Day having a Rolla community turkey dinner. I just put the poster up in my window. A gentleman stopped by. So that's a Tuesday from 5 to 7. Oh, used to be the Bay, the Zellers. Oh, very cool. God, I love the Bay. I always felt like the Bay was where it was at. Hang on, I need a drink. One thing I never got was a Bay blanket with the stripes. I always felt like those were people that were very well off that had those blankets. And it was one of those things I thought, you know, when I do have money, I'm going to get myself a Bay blanket with the stripes. I don't have one. So just to finish off with the Rolla Community Turkey Dinner, it's going to be at the Rolla Community Hall on the Tuesday, Remembrance Day, November 11th. $25 per adult. 6 to 12-year-olds is $15. 6 and under is free. Only cash, so be prepared. Bring cash with you. There's a 50-50 draw, so you'll want cash for that. Gift basket draws. It sounds like a really good time. You can get your tickets at Simple Pleasures, again, just across the street from me. Everything's happening on my street lately. So, and if you know anybody that's part of the Landry Women's Institute, well, they will have tickets as well. So that makes sense, because I was thinking they could have a huge turnout. And I just didn't even really think about that. You're buying a ticket, so they'll have enough food for everybody. And I believe we have covered everything. So let's put that over there in the done pile. Now, let's go to banners, because it's time to show the shopping code. Every week we do a shopping code. Now, if you come in and you quote this special shopping code, you're going to get a special surprise. And I did mention earlier in the show that I would be bringing this up. It's called Purple Haze 888. Purple Haze 888. I always like coming up with stuff. It just comes to me. I'm like that. So it's called Purple Haze 888. That is your code. Now listen, Janice, make sure you got the proper screenshot for it. I'm not going to put it in the show notes because people need to watch the show to get the code. And last week, I think everybody really enjoyed their special surprise when they came into the store and gave me the code for the week. So this code is going to be good for 2 weeks because I won't be here next week. So that's going to run until the 14th. What else do we have? Oh, yeah, the Dear Claudette letters. So, yes, listen, write me letters. Oh, I took it away. I hope you guys have the Purple Haze there. But I have those 2 mailboxes out front. You can also send me an email, and I think there we go. happythoughtstherapy@gmail.com. You can send your letters to this address. I've got it up on the screen. You can mail them to 10304 10th Street, Dawson Creek, BC. V as in Victor, 1G as in George, 3 T as in Tom, 6. And say, Dear Claudette. If there's a topic you want me to cover, if there's something you want me to talk about, is there something that's bothering you and you would like to get some insight on it? Maybe there's some pointers or a different perspective on a situation you're in. That's what I want to do with Dear Claudette letters. So when we get those in, I will share them online with you and we can talk about it. the email is another way, but if you send us a letter, that is very anonymous. And listen, I've yet to find anyone drop something off in that mailbox. Everyone's managed to do it without me knowing it's happened. So it's always super fun for me to get these lovely little surprises. I think that was it for the Dear Claudette letters. So please don't be shy. And you can keep it anonymous, right? So I don't need to know who you are, but I'll answer your question, or I'll talk about what it is you want to talk about. Let's get back into the comments here. I'm going to remove this and go back in here. And what else do I have here? Oh, yeah. So, well, I definitely talked to you about that I won't be here next week. But I also want to just make sure that you know, the week after, I'm going to do card pulls. So we're going to do card readings because I know you guys miss it and I miss it too. So we're going to do card readings for the next 2 shows after that. And then there's also something new that I want to incorporate into the show. And I don't want to give it away. It's a little bit of a surprise that I've got cooking that I want to make a staple in our show. So I hope you enjoyed the show this week. I enjoyed being with you. I enjoyed every single one of you in the chat room. It's so much fun to see you interacting. I love reading your comments. And I hope that you felt inspired, that you've gotten something out of spending some time with me. That is the name of the game here, that you don't feel alone and that we're all in it to win it. We're all trying to be better versions of ourselves by learning and growing. So this week, our takeaways are live authentic and encourage. By being authentic, you're encouraging others to be authentic. Think about that. Do your part so others will be brave. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a fantastic week. Thank you, B. Let's play that beautiful song, Maestro. Here we go. I'm going to put my headphones on and I'm going to peace out.
Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know. Closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found.